Hey, before we jump into this episode, I just want to let you know the audio is a little rough in this one, so you can skip it if you want to, but it's really not that bad. Like, there's just a little couple bumps here and there in the sound. We weren't able to record in our normal locations, and Bradley and I, our guest luckily didn't, but Bradley and I both had our families in the houses, and they were quite loud. But that's okay, because we love them, and it was Christmas time, and, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So we figured it would be better to record a possibly bit of a rough edges episode, would be better than a no episode again. So I hope you enjoy. And before the episode, we have a little outtake from the mic test we were doing at the beginning. Thank you for listening, and have an excellent rest of your day. Yeah, get good, scrub.
Get good, scrub.
Scrub. Get good, scrub.
Scrub.
Like scrub.
Scrub. There's just one dude who's just bad.
Scurby dur.
Scurby-durby-dur.
Where are you?
That just sounds like the man had an aneurysm halfway through recording the
Or maybe
song.
it's like a...
Well, the thing is, Scooby Doo will respond, but somebody took his germ.
Where'd you do it for a skirmish snurk? Or maybe it's like a scat jazz thing. It's like skank dunk 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 dink dunk bam dink and doop. Scooby doo doo ba doo ba doo boop boop ba doo ba doo doo boop boop boop. Scooby wop bop dink doo wop meow. Scooby doo ba doo ba doo wop da.
Wow.
Every time I hear it, I just think it's like the Seinfeld intro. It's just like a different version of it.
It might as well be.
Okay.
Intro.
Okay.
I'm here in Florida. Welcome. I'm wearing a hat that says Florida on it, in case I ever forget I'm in Florida, to remind myself. I'm wearing a pair of sunglasses indoors. The sun is permanently setting here. It's lovely. I was here for Christmas. This is not a good place for Christmas. There are palm trees everywhere. It's far too hot. We don't even have a chimney. This house is vacant of all holes except doors and windows. Just like it should be, except for the chimney, which should also be there, but it's not. My cousins were here earlier. One of them put their finger up my nose. They're good people, though. You know, just in general. We've got... What else happened yesterday? It's been, wow, Christmas. Wow. There's 4 of them. They're all British, so they all kind of sound a little funny. The oldest one looks like a high schooler. She's in 5th grade, and she does not play fair in the pool with video games, with Monopoly, which we bought for some reason. It's been a tumultuous couple of days. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's been
1 week.
a whole week.
A week?
God damn it, Aiden, I just fucking got that.
Well, come on, you gotta keep telling us. I wasn't trying to distract you.
Well, you see, it's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your eyes aside, and said I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't gotten past it.
3 days since the living room?
The thing is, it'll still be a week till you say you're sorry.
This is true. And there's a dog barking downstairs. Gotta love
sure
that.
is, but he's probably a good boy.
Well, my week has been pretty good. I am very tired. And also, I did get a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and so I'm really hyped about that.
Heck yeah.
I'm very ready to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and do literally nothing else for the rest of break. So that's sort of what my next couple of weeks looks like.
That's awesome.
And I got a couple more pages of my musical written, and I've been reading. It's just been a really chill couple days. Excuse me, I'm recording in here. Get out. Thank you.
Did you get a dog? What? Are you in your parents' house? Where are you, Aiden?
I'm at my grandparents' house right now. My sister just walked up, and I'm sitting in her room, or in her temporary room at least, recording shirtless on the bed. In my defense, it's hot.
Well, of course she walked in. It's her temporary room.
That's fair, but it's a public room. The door was open, and I said I'd be recording up here, and as far as I knew, she was at Starbucks.
Did she bring the dog?
So... No, she didn't bring the dog.
I thought the dog walked in.
I also thought the dog walked
You
in.
just slammed the door shut on it.
Was it Scooby Doo? Does he know how to open doors? Like, what's the...
I don't think Scooby Doo can open doors.
That's a good point. At any point, hey, listeners, do at me if you know of any time in the Scooby Doo series in which Scooby Doo opens a door. Please just at me. Let me know, because I gotta know.
Scooby Doo opens a door. Oh, he does, because anytime, like, you know, one of those chase sequences where he's like...
Oh, yep, you're right. But I think he makes the door open with his mind, right?
Then he can open the door.
That's true.
A telekinetic Scooby-Doo?
Raggy, I've achieved sentience. As he levitates above the gang.
He opened his third eye.
The all-seeing eye dog.
I have achieved sensuality. I have become sexual.
No.
Can we please not sexualize Scooby-Doo?
I'm tired of people sexualizing all these children's cartoons. You know what? Scooby-Doo is by far the most affected one of all of the cartoons when it comes to over-sexualized media. And I think we need to put a stop to this.
I know how we can stop that, Aiden.
How, Bradley?
With a good, wholesome podcast. Good idea is a brain trust your brain can trust. Shut up. It's a comedy podcast where we find creative, actionable solutions to your real-life problems.
I'm Aiden Kinsella, and my dad's in here.
Hi, Aiden Kinsella's dad. I'm Bradley Berklich.
Bradley says hi.
You're just pretending that your dad's in here.
And I'm a stranger on the internet, and this is good idea.
This is good
AJ,
idea.
You gotta say your name, my dude.
My name is AJ Generis.
And this is Good Idea.
Welcome.
Welcome. AJ, tell us a little bit about yourself before I launch into my Olive Garden story that I was going to do if this week was my intro.
All right, so my name is AJ Generis. I run a podcast called Straight Off the Top of My Headlines, which is a satirical and improvisational exploration into what we would read the news like if we just read the headlines.
Which no one ever does, though, so I think that's definitely something that we do need. A thought experiment.
I'm definitely feeding like a starving market, and business is booming.
Now, AJ and I are also on another show together. That is, none of our episodes that are on this show have come out yet, but we're both doing a podcast with someone named Jeff.
Yeah, Shattered Worlds. How did I forget to say that one?
Heckin' darn it. I've been on Straight Off the Top of My Headlines before with AJ. It's a fantastic show. Strongly recommend you go check that out. If you're looking for an onboarding episode with someone familiar, I mean, now you will have heard AJ on this ep, but if you want both of us, episode 14.
Heck yeah.
Green Bean Giant Vor, or whatever it's called.
Jolly Green Giant Vor.
Oh, Jolly Green Giant Vor. There we go.
Do you think he's married? Do you think he's married?
Jolly Green Giant?
Yeah, or does he just live alone because he's so large? Like, he can't date a normal being.
That's a fair point. Maybe he dates the big friendly giant from the movie.
Friendly?
Ooh.
The big friendly giant.
I want that ship. Can I get some fucking fanfic?
It's a pretty good ship, right?
I thought that was the big fucking giant.
No. You're thinking of the big fucking blimp from Bloons Tower Defense.
Is that a thing?
Yup.
I've been ignorant my entire life.
Now see, here I thought you were talking about the Goodyear blimp.
BFP, big friendly... No, wait. I'm sorry, my head's all twisted. Olive Garden was a thing, briefly?
What was I going to say? Olive Garden, right. So, it's a short story, a little amusing anecdote. I went to Olive Garden with my grandma, like you do, a couple days ago. Here comes another person to open the door and ruin my podcast. Zoe, get out! You can say hi.
Hi!
Hi.
What are you doing? You're grabbing your AirPods? Now everyone in my family has AirPods. This is annoying.
That's awesome. Everybody should get AirPods and you should all switch. Like, trade day by day. Everyone makes fun of me at college for it.
Maybe I get like 2 right AirPods.
Peace out.
See ya.
See us, Doy.
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to go back to my Olive Garden story because it's really fucking funny. When I've been at Olive Garden, I always want to know if they have to do the cheese block forever. Because they say, Just let me know when to stop. You could get him to go forever. And my question is, that was my theory anyway. But I did ask the waitress there because she seemed nice. And she was wearing a shirt that said Wines Day on it, which is like Wednesday, but for alcohol. So she seemed like a cool person. And I was like, hey, quick cue. If I don't tell you to stop, how much cheese do you have to put on my thing? And she said I have to go through the whole block. So her job requirement does demand that she put the whole thing on there. I wonder how far that demand goes. But just in case anyone was ever wondering, you can go to Olive Garden and just not tell them to stop putting cheese on it, and they do have to stand there and do the whole thing.
This is great because I've never been to an Olive Garden, and every story that I've heard previous has made me never want to go there. This story specifically kind of makes me want to go to Olive Garden.
I've never had a bad waiter or waitress at Olive Garden. They're usually like really nice people. I had one time I was there a couple of years ago. It was like my freshman year of high school. And my friend Leonard and Leonard's been on the show before. We were sitting, and this was for Latin Club. And we were sitting and talking about nerd shit. Some video game or something. He was probably talking about Borderlands 2 because
the
that was
Latin Club goes to Olive Garden?
Yep. Oh, are you unaware of this? It's because it's Italian. Once a year, every year, the Lake Forest High School Latin Club takes a real quick field trip to the Olive Garden. It's like 15 minutes away from the school because it's Italian food.
That's a spicy Roman.
And the teachers, it's not a student-run thing. The teachers take the kids to Olive Garden.
Why?
Because it's Italian.
How dumb.
Oh, it's the worst. But Leonard and I, anyway, we're talking about probably Borderlands 2, and I was very probably confused and probably bored because I didn't know anything about Borderlands 2, and I still don't. But it was the only thing he ever talked about at the time, at least in relation to video games. Our waitress comes up to us, hands us some breadsticks, here's what we're talking about, and just says, PC Master Race, and walks away.
What?
Which isn't that exciting, except that it's a waitress at Olive Garden.
There was a guy who used to, God, what did he do? He was like a sort of like a cashier, like a behind-the-counter boy at the local pastry shop, Gerhard's, and he and my dad would talk for hours about, like, Nintendo, like N64 stuff, and my dad has like never ever been interested, nor has he ever played any of that, and yet they would somehow manage to keep a discussion going for like 45 minutes.
It's because it's your dad.
It is my dad. He's just that sort of dude. But it's I think the secret fuel of the video games industry is all behind the counter.
That's true.
Working class millennials.
Here's my next question for you two before we get into prompts. How was everyone's Christmas? I already talked about my dope Nintendo Switch that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
New wife.
New waifu.
Nintendo Switch. Oh, man. I bet they have that anthropomorphized.
Oh, they almost certainly do. You want me to find out?
Let's not. Let's do something else.
Let's keep one thing pure today. I've already had to look at some form of Steven Universe not safe for work drawing. I'm good with not sexualizing the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, but Scooby Doo's cool then, though, right?
Where did it end, Aiden?
If I leave the Switch alone, can I have Scooby?
You can have Scooby.
Booby-Doo.
AJ, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was all right. We have some new additions to the family because my sister has gotten pregnant with the child of a man who already has 2 children. So I got to spend my first Christmas in like quite a while with 2 small children. And that was interesting.
Oh, man.
Now, how do you feel about small kids?
I like small kids. They're nice. They're just also sometimes monsters.
This is true.
I think only the 5-year-old was with us, and when he was done opening his presents, he thought that all of his dad's presents were also his presents.
I mean...
As you do, because you're like a little kid, which is like cute and sweet and stuff. But he's in like that selfish stage right now.
The one that they're in up until they're dead. Every human being, every action everyone makes is selfish. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Shit.
There's a kid in my family who is here now, and he got his presents and immediately booked it because his like little 4-year-old brother starts like chasing him for like the roller coaster set we got him or whatever. Like he it was like picked it up and he scattered. Like it was very funny. He had to run. His life is torture.
Bradley, you already talked about your Christmas a little bit, but anything specifically interesting you haven't mentioned?
We're in Florida. Family's always an interesting time. They're all sort of insane a little bit. They're all very good people, but you know, everyone has their quirks. But it's fun. My grandma's doing things, I think.
Drugs? You can say drugs.
Oh, it is drugs. You've got it completely right. My grandma doing drugs, but it's a good Christmas. I like everyone. They all really good people. So it's nice to spend with family. But
that's nice because it also answers my question that was, can your grandma chill?
Ooh, my grandma always chill. You have to like bring a walker, but she in for it. Whatever it is, she's pretty much down.
Okay, now that we know Bradley's grandma can hang, let's solve some problems.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
AJ, can you pick a prompt for us off the list?
All right, let's go ahead and go with, how about this one by Keegan? It is make better Christmas and winter holiday songs.
So, better Christmas, winter holiday songs. First of all, there's already an album out called One Christmas at a Time by Jonathan Colton and John Roderick. Go listen to it. It's good. Now let's make some. My little brother this morning redid a classic Christmas song, 12 Days of Christmas, and he was doing it Thanksgiving, and it does say winter holiday, and I know Thanksgiving isn't really a winter holiday, but I think that because it's a holiday song already, that he was sort of modifying. On the first day of Thanksgiving, my Thanksgiving gift to me. Thanksgiving, giving. Like, it was just that. So that's pretty good. That's something, right? Can we take, like, the 12 Days of Christmas?
If we can just throw it to Luda?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just throw it to Luda.
Luda!
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me... Luda! Couldn't think of anything. I panicked.
Luda, where were you on the beat?
Who's Luna? Who is this? I'm out of the loop. The loop has left me. The Luna train to the moon has gone. After that, the bus stop wasn't even there.
Oh my god.
No clear markings at all whatsoever.
My little brother's in the room. You want to come say hi?
To who?
To Aiden Kinsella and AJ.
No one likes you.
You can't. You
Tight.
just spoke into my earbud.
I'm on a robot.
Yeah, you're gonna go on a rowboat. Awesome. That's
Marley's robot.
Marley robot.
But you're not
Can you
speak.
guys?
What?
Can you get out? Can you get out,
Is
please?
this a good idea?
Yes. You're a complete asshole.
What a sad
Please leave.
podcast. This is
Okay.
so sad.
Speaking of children being monsters.
Speaking of children being complete jerks, there's a dude in water wings and an older boy who should both leave as soon as they can because I am doing
Okay, we
something.
gotta run up and we gotta yell in there. That's
Don't-
the yellow box.
I'm gonna kill you, you dumb mother. Nah, he's 4. I can't say that word, but you gotta leave.
He wants us to stay.
The yelling box.
Stop. Don't vindicate him. Stop.
This is the yelling box. You
The
yell
yelling
into
box
that.
is a pretty good idea.
AJ, you see that thing in front of you?
What, this thing?
Yeah. That's called the yelling box. We yell into it.
Is it now?
Yeah, here, I'll do mine. Ah!
Oh,
See,
that was a
isn't it
good
co-
one. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
You do one. You do
I
one.
need to psych myself up. Let's go.
All right. Get psyched. Get psyched. Get psyched.
No, that was bad. No.
Try again. No, you did it. That's the problem is you didn't get psyched silently. You got to get psyched silently.
Okay, let's
so,
go.
get psyched, but silently.
Okay, that was good. Okay.
That was good. Try one more time.
All right,
It's
one
the
more for
yelling
mic.
box, not the growling box, AJ.
There we go.
Fuck yeah, dude. Got it that time.
Literally the rest of my family is going to kill me.
Bradley, are you back? Seems like the rest of Bradley's family might have killed him. So, let's just wait, I guess, for Bradley to get back, and then we can talk more about throwing it to Luda.
I like your little brother's remix on it. I think if we've got, like, Luda, maybe Jay-Z Some other very good rappers, maybe Lil Dicky.
Oh my god, I love Lil Dicky.
Get in on the verse.
He needs a larger wing. Sorry, children are ever present.
I feel you.
They hear all the time, especially when you're in a house with 10 of them. So
It'll do the trick.
Yep, certainly it will. I heard Lil Dicky. That was it. That's so we've mentioned an artist.
Here's what we were talking about, Brad. We want to throw the Christmas songs we have now to rappers that already exist. So extant rappers plus extant Christmas songs. We're not making necessarily new Christmas songs. We're making better.
Yeah.
Now, in Pitch Perfect 2, everyone's favorite movie,
Of course.
starring Snoop Dogg. He was the main character.
Thank you for mentioning this, because this was my first thought.
I'm glad. I did see that movie 3 times in theaters and then purchased it on Blu-ray as a pre-order because I was a freshman and I was very in love with Anna Kendrick.
Heck yes.
I was 14.
Who wasn't?
How could you not be? Anyway, Snoop Dogg was in that movie and he dropped a sick track of like one of the songs about Santa Claus.
It was Winter Wonderland and Here Comes Santa Claus.
Oh, yep. Okay, so it was a little bit of both. Winter Wonderland, that one's kind of out, honestly. So maybe we do like Winter Wonderland, we give it to Lil Dicky, and he does Winter Wonderland, but he does it like in his own kind of way. He puts his own spin on it.
Maybe we just replace that one with Professional by Lil Dicky featuring Snoop Dogg.
Yo, Professional Rapper by Lil Dicky feat Snoop Dogg is the new Christmas
That's
hit.
the new Winter Wonderland.
I really like this. We just changed the titles of songs on the iTunes. And now all of the Christmas songs are all like the best rap songs are retitled as Christmas songs every holiday season by iTunes so they sell more copies.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's a good business idea, right? Fantastic business plan. And the songs are just better now.
They sure are.
Bradley, what do you think about this?
I think there are multiple rappers who songs of being a bad person, we could easily substitute in for Baby It's Cold Outside. Just like stick that dude in there and be like, yo, here is Chris Brown's song about being mean to women. It's just called Baby It's Cold Outside. I mean, that's
very good.
Yes.
It's the themes can carry over.
Maybe we do one of them is Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Now, hear me out here. It's a very funny meme with you send the link to people and they don't know what it's going to be.
Here's Baby It's Cold Outside. Oh, oops.
It's so funny. You could do it to all your friends. I think we figured it out. We just rename better songs as Christmas songs. Is anyone opposed to this solution?
I mean,
Bradley?
There's like kind of that, but also I feel like there's like more depth to the genre. Has anyone done like Christmas R&B? Like I walked into a beach shop today in Florida and I bought the hat that says Florida on it. And they were playing like the Vince Guaraldi Peanuts soundtrack, but done on like a steel drum.
That's extremely good. Although that's reggae, not R&B.
No, I know. But like there are like you can transport this stuff into different genres.
This is true. There is Boys to Men, which is basically just R&B Christmas music.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Rapping blues.
You got Lizzo, and that one song that she has that I love listening to. What the fuck? Never Felt Like Christmas. It's pretty much on the same level as Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is not a very good song. It's a good song, but it's not... let me rephrase that. It is a very good song. It's an extremely good song. People play it way too much.
Exactly. We need a new one to take over, and I think that Lizzo's Never Felt Like Christmas can do that.
That could be really good. We could do the remake of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, but it's mixed up with the Space Jam theme song, because that one's a good hit. Real club banger.
Everybody get up. It's time for Christmas.
I think people play Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You like just as much as they should. I kind of like that song.
You like the song?
I kind of, yeah.
It's not a bad song. It's a good song.
I just, I don't hear it enough.
Just feel like it's overplayed.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really...
And then there's like Michael
my
Bublé
ears don't
has Cold
perceive
December
that
Night, which is a
wavelength
fantastic
enough. I feel
song,
like
and it's
I don't-
underplayed.
I don't know.
I've never heard any of the
Well, maybe
songs
it's
from
time
One
to
Christmas
slam.
at a Time played on the radio.
Bradley, welcome to the
There's,
jam.
what you call it? Those are all good. Straight No Chaser has
we
a shit ton
what?
of good
That's
music.
not
So
even a
does
holiday.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
What are we doing?
All Christmassy music.
Speaking to the void here,
Trans-Siberian
people,
Orchestra,
come
I don't know
on,
if it's
more
all
Mariah
Christmassy, but I
Carey.
think it is. And
More
Straight No
I-
Chaser has a lot of Christmas music.
This is just not the
It's
corporate
all really
wavelength.
good.
Is not.
That's the
We
thing
are
about
we are
it.
desynchronized.
And some of that has actually gotten on the radio.
Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a good one.
Here's another really good one. I've never heard a recording of this, but it's a children's classic, and it's like Jingle Bells, but they did it different. So it's like Jingle Bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. You know that one?
Why isn't there a recording of this one?
Mm-hmm.
There probably is somewhere, but the thing is, that's oral tradition. That right there, that's like our newest. That's like our new Homer's epic. You know, the new oral tradition of epic poetry is done in the form of like, you know, joy to the world, Barney's dead. That's another Christmas one.
There we go.
This is actually, that's a weird phenomenon, huh?
That's just how culture and language have worked forever. Like, can you imagine how you can just say the word yeet and everyone like has an action picture with it? Like, that's like the smallest one-word poetry there's ever been.
This is true. So our new epic poetry oral tradition, like, yeet tells a story. You know, if I'm out, it sends a message. If I'm out in public and I see, like, you know, I don't know, like a scary man or maybe like a oil slick on the ground. There we go.
Why
That's
are
one.
these two related? Old man oil slick.
They're both threats in my environment.
Remember old man oil slick? Yeah, I used to walk around and be greasy everywhere. I remember that dude.
Ew.
Maybe you should just take a shower.
He'd walk into a bar and we'd all be like, "Get out, old man oil slick! You make all our glasses slippery."
He had a big neck beard and he was every man at a Smash tournament.
That's hypocritical of you because I know you've known people who've attended those.
That's valid, and most of the people at Smash I should have said Pokemon TCG tournament, because the Smash tournament, I should not have said the thing I just said, because you know what, you're right. I mixed up my joke. Smash community is surprisingly cleanly, based on all the stereotypes. You know, I pulled myself into a stereotype about people who I associate with, and I don't feel good about that, and I'm sorry. Because that's just not true. But the Pokemon TCG community is old man oil.
Yeah.
Like that's
actually.
that actually is that.
That we can fucks with.
Now that we can punch with. But that's the thing though, right? If I see an old man or an oil slick or some other environmental threat, I could just be like, yeet, and then everyone knows like, oh shit, he gotta go.
Stab that dude.
Oh, well, there's that.
If you see the old man on the sidewalk and you're like, oh no, gotta watch out, you do like yeet, and everyone in their head just pictures you sinking a throwing knife into that dude's skull.
Now, I don't know that you and I have the same I mean, we're talking about how culturally defined yeet is and how everyone knows what it means.
Are we desynchronized again? I was picturing you throwing something. Like if you're like, oh, check it out, there's a fire, yeet, that's like you tossing a bucket of water onto it.
I could see that, but that's extinguishing the danger. That's different than like, I guess I can see what you're saying.
This is also extinguishing the life.
I think I see what you're saying. I think we had two different images, but I think they're both communicated the sort of same thing. That's what's beautiful about epic poetry, right? Is you can assign your own meanings to the symbols that are found within.
No, somebody's right. AJ? Okay, let me paint a beautiful picture for you.
All right.
There's like an old man on an awful street corner in Chicago, and you're walking up to him. I go, yeet. What happens?
So, I'm sorry, I have an answer for you, but the visual was just very funny in my head.
Okay.
Dude definitely threw that giant fucking oil painting.
Oil painting?
Wait. Is
No.
the man?
Wait, what was the painting that you described?
What's the guy who makes the dumb paintings?
Bob Ross?
No, Bob Ross makes cute paintings and brings love and joy to the world. Jackson Pollock, not Castor Pollock. I'm thinking of Castor and Pollock's. Jackson Pollock's the one that makes the shitty bad art that isn't art.
Okay. I get where you're coming from.
The thing is, it's not art. That's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from that it isn't art. And it's not hard, and anyone could do it, including an infant child.
We've talked about how that was CIA-sponsored to oppress the tide of Soviet realism that was rising at the same time, have we not?
No.
Okay, so Jackson Pollock's art was CIA-sponsored, funded, and essentially spread like propaganda to dissuade the American populace from looking at and appreciating the Soviet art that was circulating at the same time, of realism of like the working class sort of like condition thing. And I'm not like arguing which political thing is better, but that's just what happened. So that's just cool. That's why that became popular.
We have talked about that. I just totally forgot.
Mm-hmm. That's like one of my 4 fun facts. So we've definitely talked about it.
That's so good. Okay, we've spent a lot of time on this prompt. There's got to be something in there. Bradley, can you pick another one?
All right, heck yeah. From Kristen Kinsella. I don't know. That sounds like someone I might know, but it's weird. That's her mommy. Heck yeah. Best things to do with your time while serving a prison sentence.
Get jacked.
That's good. I like that. Educate yourself. They got libraries.
Wait, these are all real ones. Hold on. Now, AJ, you do a funny one.
Make a shank.
Hilarious. Yeet.
Break out.
Stabs the guy. Me when I make a shank. Bradley, you do a serious one.
My serious one is you're in prison, get to know your fellow man, experience, sort of look around you, appreciate the variety of life who have all committed crimes, or maybe not, who knows. And they'll be, just get to know the vast experience of all humans and understand what they've gone through.
Okay, now Aiden, you do a funny one. Sit there and think about what you've done. Do better next time.
Whoops.
AJ, you do a serious one.
Join a prison club.
Welcome to Prison Club, where we pretend we're in prison. It's easy.
After school, every week on Thursdays, we all go to room 308, and our teacher locks us in for an hour.
Oh, that's just detention. I forgot about that. Welcome to Prison Club.
What sorts of things can you do at prison club? Nothing. You can do homework in prison club.
Unless the teacher doesn't like you, in which case, good luck.
You can say the book is for class, but really, you're reading it for pleasure.
I'm sorry, I think you pronounced pleasure wrong.
Pleasure. The book is 50 Shades of Grey, and you have to convince the teacher that you're reading it to do a report on sadomasochism and bondage. And you roll a deception check.
Oh, okay, hold on, let me... I rolled a 1.
Did you just have a dice there?
My desk is covered in dice.
You rolled a 1.
Well, that was a D6, and it's also a teardrop. If I roll a D20, I feel like I'll get a better roll.
Oh, yeah, definitely you can roll a D20. That's fine.
All right, let me just try that again, then. That's my metal dice. And it's a 9.
Okay, so that's
still bad.
Still pretty bad. You definitely don't convince your teacher that it's for class. I do think, because it's not too bad of a check, you don't get punished more. You don't get more detentions for it. Your teacher does confiscate the book, and later on you do catch him reading it while you're serving your detention.
That sounds like a success in itself.
A success.
Oh, where?
Scene. Bradley, do a funny one about prison.
While you're in prison, you can... I've never been, so I don't super know, but is there a workshop in there somewhere that you could make a list of things you could do when you weren't in prison? If you hadn't been in prison, what would you be doing right now? It's like number 1, spend time with my wife.
Number 2,
not
see
be
my
children. Number 3, anything I could do if I wasn't in handcuffs.
Number 2, part 2. Poop in private.
You know you don't wear handcuffs around the prison, right, Bradley?
One on each hand, not connected by a chain. It's more like a bracelet. I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong.
It's valid. And now, Aiden, you do a serious one. You could go and make license plates. It's a genuine idea. Do it.
Yeah.
AJ, do
funny
it
funny. One. So what you got to do is do a very, very in-depth RP of Shawshank Redemption. You are the main character.
You stage a play of Shawshank Redemption and then just break out.
It's not even a play. No one else is in on it. But you yourself are completely and entirely reenacting Shawshank Redemption.
I don't know why that's a funny one. That seems like a really good use of your time, actually. AJ, you're fired. That's too good.
Well, I think, what was the best things to do with your time in prison then? So, I mean, I think numero uno is probably break out. Just leave.
Breakout's pretty good. Or, invent a time machine.
That seems too, it's also good. Seems kind of hard.
Well, then you have a way to make money when you get out, though.
Learn some valuable skills.
Learn a trade.
Yes. Like how to give someone a peanut for their Jell-O.
How to make a knife. How to shower and never drop soap.
Isn't that just soap on a rope?
Soap on a rope. It's like your soap, but on a string. Why not they just, Why don't they just like squat vertically? Like if they have to, why don't they just pop a squat?
Because, Bradley, that whole soap thing is a joke and it's a goof.
Oh.
Well, also the thing is, I physically can't vertically squat. I need to bend full over.
That's fair.
It was like a back thing?
Yes, it is a back thing, and thank you for asking.
Oh, see, for me, it's a bottom thing.
There's just no counterweight.
Bradley, is it a top thing for you?
Why did you, the straight person, make the joke that I should have made?
I'm only mostly straight, AJ. So...
Fair.
I'm an open-minded individual. Bradley, how would you break out of prison?
First things first, I'd need a gun.
Mm-hmm.
That seems difficult. I would build one in the workshop, in the license plate workshop, which I would do by rolling the license plate around like a screwdriver, putting a smaller license plate inside as the bullet, and
okay,
like the ones that go on keychains. Prisoners also make those. So that's the bullet.
Wait, hold on. Can I make a suggestion before you keep going?
Yeah, sure.
For a better gun shape, could you ask a guard to borrow his gun just real quick so you could make a mold?
Oh, that would be good.
Okay, now keep going. That's just an idea.
I'm going to do that, and then I'll be like, yo, dude, can I borrow your gunpowder? And the guard's going to be like, what do you want it for? And I'm like,
I need to make a mold of some gunpowder.
I need to make like those things they have on 4th of July that they have with the tiny bags and the rocks and throw it at the ground. I need to make those. And the guard's like, oh, of course.
To have a good time.
And he hands me his gunpowder. And then I put my gunpowder into my gun, and I shoot him with a miniature license plate gun. And it goes straight through his heart. I take his key and I escape.
I like that a lot.
I enjoy that.
If I was going to do it, first of all, since it's the holiday season, I got to make a joke about wrapping up my Christmas presents.
Perfect.
Because it sounds like presents a little bit. And I don't have anything else on that one. That's all I got for you. I think I would write a book about my difficulties that would then later get published. And I would then become the president of Germany once I got out of jail. And it's not really a breakout attempt. It's just sort of like, I don't know, it worked for Hitler.
Yeah. I think it did work out for him pretty well.
It worked out pretty well for him.
Up until that end part.
So it's not really a breakout attempt. It's just more like once I'm out, I'll be all set. AJ, how about you?
You know what I would do if I did a prison breakout? I'd just find the greasiest food I could find at prison and then get a whole bunch of acne, and that's how I break out at prison.
Oh, clap. I'm clapping, but there's putty in my hands, so it's not very loud.
Squish, 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 squish.
This putty is like something squishy in my hands.
And that was the dumb joke of the show.
Should I do one more prompt?
Yeah, sure.
Go for
I think
it.
that sounds good.
Okay, since this has sort of been like a half Christmas holiday episode type thing, and we already did our big atheist rock, so our sort of like secularizing of the year, I think we should do, is Santa an immortal being, or are there younger Santas who take his place, from Keegan. And my immediate thought with this is, there's already an obvious answer to this, and I don't think it's either, because it's not really younger. It doesn't necessarily have to be younger, but you guys have seen The Santa Claus, right? That's like a documentary.
Santa is Tim Allen.
Yeah, right now, unless Tim Allen's been killed.
Okay, time to check my website, www.com/istimAllenDead.
www.com/istimAllenDead.
Yep.
Tim
What's
Allen.
www.com go to, actually?
I'll tell you what.
It
If he
actually
isn't-
just goes to a website called www.com. There's just nothing here. Alright.
Extremely good.
I'll tell you what, if he isn't dead, I'm gonna hunt him down, because I want that job. That seems like a sick job.
AJ,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
how would you kill Santa?
No, okay, so just so you know, type in your computer www.com/istimAllenDead.com. The result is no, period. Unfortunately, Tim Allen is not yet dead, but this site will gladly let you know when Tim Allen has finally expired.
Hold on a second.
This is real.
www.com.
www.istimallendead.com.
.istimAllenDead.com, and that's a real website.
Half the time, I think the best stuff we find on the internet is the best stuff on the podcast is just like weird shit on the internet we find.
Bradley,
Yeah. Bookmarking it.
how fucking funny would it be If it was www.istimallendead?com.
Can you do that? Can you make...
I don't know.
We need to figure out now.
AJ, you've been hovering over the URL purchasing thing, right? That's your job on this podcast.
Is TimAllenDead.com the official website of determining whether or not Tim Allen is dead yet?
You know what
made this?
You know what I don't like about this is that they don't have any like links to their social media, any way to contact them.
No.
Because I would like to let them know once I secure and destroy Tim Allen.
That's, you know what? Me too. Here's my thing though, AJ, is I still need to know how you would kill Santa Claus.
Well, let's... I can't get him with any ground weapons, because that... He can fly. He got those good deer.
Mm-hmm.
How would I kill Santa Claus?
You know what you think about that? You know what would be kind of funny? If I sent my letter to Santa Claus, but it said deer like the animal deer Santa Claus, like Dear Santa.
That would
and
be
maybe
good.
there's a little drawing of Rudolph next to it.
Dear
Keep going.
Santa. I don't think I need to kill Tim Allen. I think Rudolph will.
That's fair. If I make R34 Dear Santa furry pornographer,
That's the dude who does it.
and put it on my DeviantArt, he does it.
If you
He
make,
knows
if you make,
He's with you when you're sleeping. He hoes when you're awake.
What?
Dear Santa. Have you seen the new horror movie, Dear Santa? It's a new furry horror pornography flick for little kids.
This has a wide target audience.
Yeah. And we get the Grinch in there for, like, licensing.
There's exactly one who.
But it's spelled H-O-E. That's nothing.
oh, Aiden.
Well, see, that doesn't spell who.
Well, hold on. In my deep, dark, twisted fantasy about Dear Santa. Because I think about this all the time, as of right now.
I will never be over Dear Santa.
I've been in love with him my whole life. I'll never get over Dear Santa. It's worse than Anna Kendrick.
I'll never let go, Dear Santa.
Anna Kendrick is the dark version of Anna Kendrick. She's available in the Smash Ultimate DLC.
But here's the thing, you know how Anna Kendrick's like a super irreverent celebrity who's just kind of known for being herself and for being kind of edgy?
Yes.
Anna Kendrick, actually super, super by the book. Good Christian, completely straight, never swears, only like moderately attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the question. Is Anna Kendrick the Mrs. Claus to Dear Santa's Mr. Claus?
Now I like where this fan fiction is going for my own deep, dark, twisted reasons. And I think she has to be, right?
I think it's law. I think it's written.
Fan artists.
Someone
Get
get
at
on
me.
this.
Someone get on this.
Send it straight to my Twitter, at AJ_Generis. Fucking at me.
At Kinsella Aiden. Hey guys, I'm super tired.
Oh, you are?
I'm so tired.
Oh.
This has been such a fun time to record, but I think I need to, like, wrap it up.
Yeah, just go ahead, go take a nap.
Oh, I'm gonna end the podcast first.
Oh, you okay?
Is that okay? Because we've been recording for like
That's
an
fine.
hour.
That's fine, go for it.
And I gotta edit this whole shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, AJ, thank you for being with us. I'm not kicking you off the call right now. I'm just really appreciative of it. I look forward to having you back in the future.
Thank you, it's great being here.
Bradley, good to hear you again. It's been a grip since we've had like a legit conversation. And I'm going to do the housekeeping now. We got social media. We got all these prompts from people on our social media. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. No one uses Tumblr anymore. At Good Idea Cast. You can look us up on the Gmail, goodideapodcast@gmail.com. And we have a Facebook group called Good Idea Podcast on the Facebook. We are on pretty much anywhere you can get your podcasts, including Libsyn, iTunes is the main one, Spotify, Google Play, whatever. And I think that's all like the housekeeping stuff, other than like thanking people and whatnot. Bradley, what was your favorite idea of the episode?
My favorite idea of the episode was when my little brother came in, pulled him like a scream box, and then sat down on the couch really, really hard.
That was pretty funny.
That was a good idea.
AJ, how about you?
I think my favorite was the remixes of all the Christmas songs.
That was solid. I had a thing, and I don't remember what it was, but I'll remember it tomorrow when I'm listening through. There was like a pun somebody made at some point. But since I can't remember what it was, I gotta say www.istimallandad.com is hands down my favorite idea of the episode, other than...
I've Googled 2 more domains since then. www.fromp.com just results in the word denied. That's it.
What?
And,
this is not for you. Get off.
And then Google autofilled something called www.gunbot.net, which just sells me guns.
Now that's very good.
So if you want guns, www.gunbot.net.
Now, Bradley, I do think you did just find the dark web. Which,
I think maybe.
You did just kind of stumble upon that one.
So I did my favorite idea. Bradley, what was your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is I had a lot of music I was listening to, but I've forgotten what it was. Give me a hot sec.
Okay. I don't have time for hot sex.
You can ask AJ.
AJ.
Oh god.
What's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week. I love the podcast Remember That Time. It's very good. It's 2 sisters. One of them may or may not be my best friend, but they talk about history and stuff, and their most recent episode was a bunch of stuff about like old-timey Christmas carols and whatnot, and it's real good, guys. You should listen to it.
I actually will probably check that out because that sounds fun as hell.
Heck yeah.
I figured mine out.
Yes, Bradley?
It was not a song. It was a TV show, Mr. Robot, which I finished during finals week, which was good, though.
I consumed an inordinate amount of media during finals week. Like, so much My Brother, and Me. So much. I'm gonna... I caught up on probably 30 episodes that week.
That is an impressive amount.
Because whenever I wasn't studying, that was my time. My pick of the week, I got 2. Because you can't just have one. Y'all heard of the musical Grease? It's actually very good. That's not what I was going to recommend, but I just thought about that too. It's actually very good, and you should listen to it. I never listened to it. Just listen to it. It's real good. I want to recommend the song I Don't Really Drink, which was originally by Ed Cleban, who wrote Chorus Line. But it wasn't in any of his musicals, and he is, I believe, dead now, but Joe Iconis does a live cover of it, and it's on YouTube. It's really good. Oh, Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks musical, and Avenue Q are both musicals I listened to this week, and they were both stellar.
Very nice.
God, yes, I love both of those.
Good.
Yes.
I really like the guy who plays Young Frankenstein in Young Frankenstein. He's just like so charismatic.
Yes.
Anywho, that's my picks of the week. It was way too many. Thank you guys so much for listening. I know we've been off for a while, and I'm real sorry about that because we try to be consistent for you, and just I'm sorry about it because it meant that I had to go 2 weeks without doing the show, and I really like doing the show, but I was really busy with finals. Bradley, I believe, was also really busy with finals. So sorry we couldn't get to you the last couple weeks, but we should be hopefully back on track now. Thank you again so much for listening. AJ, I can't thank you enough for joining us. Again, really look forward to having you back. I look forward to the next time we record Shattered Worlds because that's always a blast.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And that's our show. That's our show for this one. That was a good idea. You know, a couple years ago, everybody just wanted Snuggies. That was all anybody wanted. And this year, these millennials are ruining it with their iPads and technology. Think about it. We're done here.